What's up, everybody? This is a quick tutorial on how to cut up a Gorgonian and kind of frag it more or less. Gorgonians have a really wiry, rigid skeleton on the inside. The outside just kind of feels almost like a leather coral. So all you have to do is just basically cut away the flesh with a razor and then expose the skeleton or that wiry looking piece. This one started growing a little funky, so I thought I'd just cut away that piece of flesh that was growing outside of the skeleton, and actually made for a nice little piece that I'm going to glue to the rock here in a moment. But you don't want to put glue directly on the flesh. I mean, might not necessarily kill the Gorgonian or anything, but it's never going to really grow right at the base. The flesh almost starts to kind of like rot. So you're better off if you actually just glue the skeleton directly to the rock rather than that fleshy part. Now when you cut it with the razor, the flesh is a little tough in some parts. Might take a little bit of work to actually cut it free from the skeleton. But once you get deep enough and you make contact with the skeleton, at that point all you have to do is just twist off the flesh, and it's literally just like a little stick. And basically just shove it down the rock and then load it up with the super glue and you're pretty much good. And for anybody wondering, this is actually a photosynthetic Gorgonian, just meaning it feeds off of light. But I also feed them Reef Nutrition's Phyto Feast, which I find makes them extra happy and they grow faster. I got this guy at my local fish store, Seahorse Aquarium Supply in Portland, Oregon. Now for heavy pieces, I like to use the fast set, whether it's SPS or something like this or Gorgonian, just because it's hard to keep it balanced and up vertical unless the glue sets faster. So that's all you do with that. It only takes a couple squirts and then it accelerates the drying of the glue. It's kind of greasy and nasty, so I like to really give an extra rinse to the frag after I use that stuff. You will see a bunch of oil in the water that you're rinsing the frag with. And just a quick tip with the fast set, I like to use the straw as kind of like a pipette. All you have to do is just push down on the sprayer. Otherwise, if you use a sprayer, it just blasts everywhere. After that, we're pretty much done. Now I'm just going to basically give it a good rinse in salt water, and then they'll be ready to go back in the tank. So here I'm just going to drop in some water. There'll be a bunch of oil that floats to the surface. Give it a good shake. After this, I'm going to go actually rinse it again in a bowl over by my sump before I put it in the tank. But you see here, I got a nice looking piece. Almost looks kind of natural. And from this, eventually I'll have two Gorgonians growing separately. You could always frag more if I want, but I like the way this looks. And if I want to break it apart, I can pretty easily. And here she is, settled into the tank 2 hours after the fragging. Polyps extended and happy. What more can you ask for, So just wanted to share this in case anybody out there was wondering on how to frag Gorgonian. Just slightly different than most corals. But hope this helps, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care and be well.